Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you. Hello there. Welcome to episode 34 of 15 Minutes of Genius. I am your humble host, Alex Baer, CEO and founder of Genius Juice. This guy right over here. Looks like my hair, because I've been growing it out for the last year, is starting to really look like, our logo. So we are what we make, right? So I got a cool guy that will be coming up as our guest. He was on our first episode of 15 Minutes of Genius. He is coming back 33 episodes later. I'm sure we have a lot more to talk about since many, many months have passed. Before rolling into our awesome guest, just want to give a big plug to Mark Nicholas, Mark and ManhattanBeachStudios.net. This is where we're actually filming this entire thing. Here he is. He's in the back there, so I can't see him, but I know he's back there because someone's got to be doing all these controls, right? It can't be happening on its own. So again, Mark and ManhattanBeachStudios.net for all your editing and video desires. Let's roll into our guest, Mark Samuel. He is the CEO and founder of IWON Organics. IWON? IWON or IWON, Mark?
IWON.
IWON. Okay, great. He is a proud dad of two, a health and fitness enthusiast, and an entrepreneur with over 17 years of startup experience. Currently the founder, as I mentioned, founder and CEO of IWON Organics, health and wellness company that makes bold, flavor-infused snacks made from plant-based proteins like peas, beans, and brown rice. Those are all things I can have as a vegetarian. IWON, which stands for I'm Winning on Nutrition, is focused on healthy snacking and successful long-term eating habits based on the principles of balanced nutrition profiles made up of healthy proteins, fats, and carbs. IWON snacks can be found now, I think this increased from last time by at least 1,000. It's at you're in 5,000 stores now nationwide, including Kroger's, Sprouts. You're in Whole Foods, the SoPac and NorCal regions. NorCal is a new region you just got into. Vitamin Shop, GNC, Safeway, Brookshire's. Online, IWONOrganics.com, Amazon, and also a new one, Thrive Market. Mr. Mark, how you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me. Let's
Absolutely.
do this.
Let's do it, man. New background, definitely different from what I normally see on LinkedIn because it is after hours and you are at home.
I'm at home. Kids are on the couch with iPads. They have been instructed to keep it somewhat quiet as we knock this out. And so, yes, you're getting like the off the kitchen background vibe here.
Exactly. Keeping up with the Samuels, right? So, right on. Well, let's go into it. It's funny. I had a piece of paper here. I'm putting it on the side because literally I have no script for this episode. Normally I have questions I have keyed up that I'm going to ask. I have absolutely nothing. So let's just roll into something off the top of my head. You came on our show for episode number 1. I returned the favor to you because I was your first guest on Let's Eat on LinkedIn. Tell us what has happened since you came on last time. I think it was in September. Now as we're taping this, we're early in 2021. Tell us what has happened. What's cracking over at IWON?
You were lucky. I mean, we're still around. I think we get ahead of ourselves in food and beverage or in any business for that matter. I'm just blessed to be, able to say that we're up, we're active, we're going. We got some really great opportunities ahead of us. The same team that we've had really since the beginning, but definitely since September. We've added one more person to the team. Same retailer partnerships we've had, and we're adding a couple more. We just announced Walmart's coming on. We got another region of Whole Foods, and just have some really cool things happening ahead of us, including another innovation that we're launching in late March.
Right on. So now that we're in 2021 here and we're rolling in, so have your goals changed at all from what we were talking about last time, right? Your plan is to continue expanding, new innovations. Are you raising new money this year? I assume you are because you guys are growing.
Oh, well, you need money. Yeah, I talk openly about that. I think it's one of those things that isn't talked about enough, or we see different businesses either get acquired or sold or the like, and there's not enough information about how much money was needed to get there. I think it's important. So yes, we'll probably have a raise later this year. We hope it's an A round, so it's going to be for a larger amount. Rather than the clips that we've been getting to keep us going thus far. And then as far as goals, I kind of keep it simple. In front of my desk is a 2021 goals that are set out. There's 7 of them. They all have to do with different things from revenue to door counts to the velocities to a new innovation that we're launching. Kind of keep it really simple when it comes to that and really focus on those 7 goals each and every day to get us through the year.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I think we have 7 goals as well. Number 1 goal, sell. Number 2, sell more. Number 3, sell even more, and then so on. I guess you can probably guess number 4 through 7. It's just all about scale, baby, and volume. So you are quickly becoming probably one of the largest celebrities of food and beverage entrepreneurs on LinkedIn. You laugh when I say that, but it's the God's honest truth, man. Like, you are all over my feed. I see one about inspirational messages. I see one with Let's Eat. I see one. There was a new one that you posted today, which was called, what was it called again? It's like a new segment you have. Tell us more about that.
First. What, for Let's Eat?
It was like to win.
It's to win. Yeah, that's another subset as far as the goals that are on my wall. And just so people can understand, as far as content, I have 4 separate bullet points that have to do solely with content as far as 2021, and they have to do with consistency with posting on LinkedIn. Let's Eat. To Win is another series. I do a Monday Mood with Adam Brown. Shout out Adam Brown. It's just really keeping myself out there and putting out things that I think of are of value, and hopefully, there's something in return for that people are getting. Yes. Sorry, my kid's here, and she's too cute not to.
Yeah, I mean, it's reality. You're at home, so yeah.
This is what it is. So there's a lot of goal setting when it comes to content and things of value that I think that people I think would enjoy, and so I'm putting that out there.
Right on, man. For people that are watching, you seem to kind of pumped up your LinkedIn presence and profile. We didn't talk about this last time because you are a master at doing this, right? Having segments, having shows, having people follow you. That has led to more sales, more opportunities, more investment. Like, this advice is also for me. I have like 3,500 followers on LinkedIn. I think you have like 35 million at this point. You could probably run for president at some point with how many followers you have. So tell us, how do you build followers on LinkedIn? What are some strategies? How do you get yourself out there? Tell us more about how to just build a presence on LinkedIn, because it seems to be a very valuable commodity to have a great profile, and it leads to a lot of open doors and opportunities in business. So tell us more.
What's nice about that topic is that I wasn't focused on it. And I think that that's sort of what got me to where I'm at now, where I had amassed some followers. And again, one of the items is connecting with others or not connecting with others. I probably decline more than half of the requests that come in. I think, and again, this is just being transparent. I don't even know how it works, but I think it allows them to continue to follow me, though, because my posts are public, which is all good. But I believe that there's some metrics as far as the limit on connections that you can have. So I don't want to use them all up. With that said, again, because I was never focused on it, it wasn't until early in 20 that I realized, oh, wow, there's like 15,000 connections. I don't really remember how I got there. And I think it's just snowballed from there. And it's just like in any sort of algorithm where it can see, right, physically see somehow, right, in its algorithm way, what is gaining traction. And I think that that's what promotes more and more, either followers or people finding my posts. And so My main focus is really just to continue to do what it is I've been doing. And now I do have some goal setting measures attached to it. And that's why I say content is a big piece to this, because I would like to continue to, connect with more people or accrue more of a following, again, in hopes that it is delivering of some value. Because without a doubt, and being transparent to it, there is a value of having the personal brand connected to the brand, and I'm okay with it. In fact, I'm really pushing harder for that to be more of an active thing.
Got it. Yeah. I think you're definitely right. When you look at it, there's content, right? You're producing content, you're keeping it fresh. You're posting almost every day, if not every day, with different things. But I think what I find most valuable is these are things that you're sharing is not all about you. It's about helping whoever's reading it, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're in the business. So that's what I love about what you do is you're giving back to people. And by giving back to people, they're more apt to actually follow you. A lot of people on LinkedIn just like to talk about themselves. I'm guilty of that sometimes. And I have to remind myself that it's not just talking about myself. People are interested in learning more about how they can help themselves by learning from our posts. You posted something, I think about a month ago, because you also, I imagine, if you're so great at presenting yourself and your brand and stories on LinkedIn, you're also probably really kick-ass at presenting to buyers. And we talked about this last time. How do things go with, have you presented yet to Whole Foods Global? Because you posted publicly that you had a meeting with them or are going to have a meeting with them.
We did have a meeting with Global again, and it didn't go the way that we wanted it to, which would be, hey, we're activating you Global. But it did go in the way that was off the back of the last meeting, which is we need another region, and hopefully maybe a third and a fourth, with which we're working on. And then we need to establish ourselves in that region and get to the numbers that they want us to be at. And we're a firm believer that we will get there. So we're okay with that. And I think that that's what people have to understand and be not only okay with, but understand that that is the road to a successful partnership over time. What some people don't understand is it's an expensive entry. It's not free to get into Whole Foods. It just isn't. And I'm using them as a figurehead now. There's plenty of other partnerships and retail partners that I appreciate and respect, but it's not free. And so there's really no point to chase yourself all the way to the end game that could be very expensive as far as an investment of a what if scenario. Meaning, are you going to be successful? Because if you aren't, it's very possible that you could have spent a lot of money to get to a place that you didn't want to get to. Before that, go ahead and test a region or two for far less of an investment and get your numbers right. Because this is a data game. It's all about data. It's all about velocity. And it's all about whether or not that particular partner is going to be able to provide something to their customers that they want. Because that is what you want. But until you get there and until you have the data to show you that, I think it's okay to sort of have a walking mentality.
I definitely agree, right? Because we have done the same thing, right? We launched in one region of Whole Foods, and then we went to 2 and then 3. And so currently we're in 5, but it's been a road, right? It's been like a couple years, 2 to 3 years of doing that. And the one thing I learned from our really strong relationship and partnership with locally with Monica Coyle at Whole Foods SoPac, who's amazing. We just had her on our show for, I believe, episode 32. And then looking at working with other regional buyers and then also working with Global is it really takes, you need to be patient, right? Because it's not only data is one factor, it's also spacing, right? It's the right timing to bring in your product, where it can go in the set, and it's the right timing for Whole Foods. And usually things end up working out magically in the right way, where when they're ready to go, we're ready to go, and we can produce the product and get it out there and supply the stores. So the key thing that I learned, patience, developing and building the relationship with Whole Foods, especially a global buyer, and finding out really what their needs are long term, right? This is about how we add value to their set on a national level, because on a national level, your product has to sell in every region. It has to be right for every region. And to do that, you have to have a really special offering that can do well universally across any city where there's a Whole Foods. So you have the right approach. It's really just to stay very patient, consistent and patient at the same time. And I think you've struck that balance really well. So I have no doubt that you'll keep on hop skipping and getting to more and more regions. And once you get, for those that are watching that are in Whole Foods or getting into Whole Foods, once you hit 4 regions with Whole Foods, you get deemed global, and that way you have a chance of going from 4 to all of them. So that's the path that we're on right now, and I'm sure you guys are going to be there too. So our next segment here, we're going to go right into, and you can have your family join along with this to help you answer the questions because they're in the background. I can hear them. This is our new rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire questions.
Feel free to take any of the, if you want to put this on Let's Eat, do it, man. Do it. So, okay. We're learning from each other, right, as we navigate through LinkedIn. So we have a bunch of questions. You have 1 minute to answer it. You're a straight shooter. You can do it. So here we go. Question number 1. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
You have to think way too long for that, which really scares me. First thing you do when you wake up?
60-second meditation. That's brand new, folks.
Right on. You heard it here first. Movie you can watch an unlimited amount of times?
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid. Did you watch a new one?
I'm watching Cobra Kai with my son. He's too young to be watching it. Everybody should be watching now. It's not for kids, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. I just watched all 3 seasons, so yeah. Song you can listen to an unlimited amount of times?
Because I'm a workout guy, I can't, not a specific song, but Tupac. I'm a big fan of Tupac.
Okay, got it. Favorite national park?
Oh, I don't even know national parks. I got a park down here in Marinwood.
Okay,
Shout out Marinwood.
Let's do that one. What's your spirit animal?
Lion.
I could have guessed that one. Window seat or aisle seat in an airplane whenever the next time we can freaking fly on a plane?
Aisle all day.
Peanut butter or almond butter, or neither?
Almond butter.
Cold weather, hot weather?
Warm weather.
Cold brew or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Hot coffee. Hot on hot. Hot weather, hot coffee. LeBron James, I already know this one. LeBron James or MJ?
LeBron.
Wow, I am surprised. I would have been saying
I know
MJ.
you are. That's why I threw it. I just had that discussion too.
Wow.
I need unique context. LeBron is in all ways, as a human being, high level. Forget that he's the greatest basketball player, in my opinion, right? He's the greatest, at least on the court today. We're talking human beings. So shout out good human beings. Let's do that.
There you go.
Anyway,
there you go.
Sorry, go ahead.
2 more questions. We're definitely over the minute, but you broke the record for the longest rapid fire questions. Ginger or turmeric?
Ginger.
Favorite food or drink if you're stuck on a deserted island? You cannot say IWON and you cannot say Genius Juice.
Sushi.
Sushi, there you go. You can just go fresh fishing, right, in the sea. All right, so that's rapid fire questions. Thanks so much for participating. And any other parting words of genius in then 30 seconds or less for our viewers before your outie?
Just keep up the good work. I'm excited. 2021 is going to be a good year for a lot of people. One foot in front of the other, consistency, patience. We're going to get through this and many, many other things together. Positivity, good vibes. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, that's your new keyword, man. I love it. New catchphrase. All right, so thank you, Mark. Appreciate you for joining us on episode 34 of 15 Minutes of Genius. soon to roll right into 35 in a couple days. We post these twice a week, normally on a Tuesday and on a Friday, right here on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. So another big plug for Mark Nicholas, Mark at ManhattanBeachStudios.net. James Cameron, somewhere right around the corner from here. We're surrounded by celebrities, not like he's ever going to meet with us, but it's cool that he's around. So again, 15 Minutes of Genius, episode 34 in the books. And one last thing, stay genius, my friends. Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you.